hot down here in hell. How's it going, everybody? It's the Jimm
and Dave beer review. Actually, it's the dead of winter, but we are livening up with some good beer reviews for you.
Yes,
and mostly for me.
Some for me.
For you.
We
for
have
me,
got something that I think I'm gonna like. It's Manayunk's Monk from the Yunk.
Monk from the Yunk. Quick little tell how we came across this one. Manayunk is a town that's on the way to Philadelphia. Actually, I think it could be considered part of Philadelphia. I don't even know. It is a great place. A lot of good restaurants down there. It is on the bike trail along the Schuylkill River. One of the trains that go from Norristown all the way to Philadelphia goes right through there. I've been there a long time ago. Sometimes we have a hurricane. The Schuylkill River rises, and their restaurant gets flooded out. They have different marks on, say, the pillars to tell you how high the floodwaters went up. And they had a representative at Austin's Beverage yesterday doing a sampling. I thought to myself, well, I support local breweries, and I always like to go to beer tastings because it's a great way to try something before you buy. And I believe the gentleman there, whose name escapes me, was the director of marketing. So he's a high-level guy, even though apparently he keeps claiming they're a small brewery. Nice guy. Awesome guy. Love talking to him. And he also does some home brewing. He invited me to join the home brewing club that they have a meeting in South New Jersey. So hopefully once I do my first brew, I'll join the club. Bit of a drive, but what the heck. But excellent guy. Yes. Oh, Jim. That's really interesting. It's a beer review.
I was trying to fall asleep.
You stink. Everything I say is interesting, guys.
Anyway, on to the beer.
On to the beer. Dave, tell us about this beer. What kind of beer is this?
It's a triple.
You mean it's 3 beers in one?
Well, it should be because it's got the alcohol content of 9.2.
So this is a triple. Does that make it a Belgian triple?
This strong golden-colored ale is brewed with Pilsner malt and noble hops.
But
go ahead, keep on going.
Okay, but it is the tradition. I thought we were doing good before. We sound like a bunch of 5th graders in the school play. But it is a traditional. It's a traditional Belgian strain of yeast that provides the complex aromas of fruit and spice. With a dry finish and relatively light body, you will find our Belgian triple is very drinkable for beer this potent. Well, I like beer that's potent. Omnipotent. I like beer that's potent, and I like beer that's drinkable. I hate beers that aren't drinkable. Hey, try this beer. It's undrinkable, but it's okay because that's a style. What?
29 IBUs, by the way. All
right, so it's within your tolerance level, huh?
Way down.
Well, look at this color. This is very... You would think something with that level of alcohol might be darker, but apparently they don't.
No, the Old Dominion candy that I have at home, which I sold 20 bottles, by the way. 10.0 alcohol by volume.
Well, look at this color. Oh, by the way, if you look at this can here, that bridge is a bridge that crosses the Schuylkill River. It's a little longer than that, actually. But it's a very... It goes right into Manayunk, basically. And it's well known in the area, especially if you drive on the other side of the river, down something called the Schuylkill Expressway. You see that bridge, and you're like, oh, I'm at Manayunk. So, good design, by the way. By the way, their labels, they all have this on top. I really like that some brewers, and this one included, have a certain look to their cans, so it's like a unifying design. I like that. A lot of people have wacky labels, and all the beers look different. It's just like, what brewery is this? But good job on your labeling, guys. So, Dave, what do you think about the color, buddy? Ooh. Look at this.
Looks like the Belgian triple that I've had before, and I like the Belgian triple I had before, so I bought the whole case.
This is very light in color. This is golden. I'm looking up on the TV. It looks orange here, but as I look through the light over on my side, this is much more yellowy.
It's yellow.
It's looks like it's unfiltered. I'm not seeing a whole lot of carbonation. Of course, we're just splitting one beer between the two of us because we have to on these high ABV ones.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we'd be all sleeping.
Slurring.
But yeah, very light on the SRM. We got to get a printed out SRM thing so we can judge it. But I guess when we come away from the light, it's a little on the darker side. Like yours looks darker than going through the light.
It's a light.
Oh, I'm seeing some carbonation now. Okay,
There's
cool.
Some.
But yellow here, more orange when I take it away from the light. So, what do you think about the scent, buddy? Smells like a triple. Smells like a Belgian triple.
I seem to like Belgian triples now, too.
Wow. Anything with a lot of alcohol, Dave seems to like. There's a news flash.
Well, people, it's like, I like tasting beer, but I want to get a buzz too, please. That's my father's.
Wow, that's the noisiest sniff I've ever heard. You almost had a whistle in there. Like, what?
My nose is all messed up.
I wish we had a better microphone. I would love to.
I got nose surgery. It didn't help.
Yeah, really. I'll help you out in your nose. Any thoughts on the scent?
It's a
Belgian Tripel.
Belgian
Yeah,
Tripel.
I got nothing. Let's go with the important part, the taste. Mmm.
It's a tangy feeling I like, I guess, about the Belgian Tripels.
Yeah, it's tangy. I would agree with that particular adjective.
Yeah. Tangy.
If you like Belgian Tripels, you're going to love this. I've never been a super fan of the style, although I am learning to appreciate it. Like in the future, we're going to be trying some sour beers. Usually, if we said a beer is sour, we'd be like, oh, this is not a good beer. But if there's some intentionally sour we've never had.
Turn Jimm on to the Belgian side. Not only the dark side have I turned Jimm into, but
absolutely
the Belgian side.
So this one, I'm going to try to rate somewhere between like my overall beer and the Belgian Tripel style. So I think for Belgian Tripel, this is pretty high up. And just because we don't give a beer a 10 doesn't mean it's not good. Anything from like a 7.5 to a 10 is a really good beer.
I think I would.
Boy, you have a couple of these and you're having a good night. That's something to write home about.
Like I said, I had 4 different beers with over 8% alcohol by volumes last night, and even though I had been up for almost 26 hours basically at the time, I was sleeping on the couch about 11:30 last night when I had off. I could stay up longer, but I went.
That's a killer story, Dave. I think I'm going to start snoring myself in a second. I'm almost tempted we should send some of this out to our beer reviewing friends on the YouTube community. Like our friend Ronald down there at the Louisiana Beer Reviews. And there's another guy whose name is Dave, who also does Rant and Raves, who makes me laugh my butt off. Dave, I hope you're watching my reviews too, because, dude, you're hysterical. Oh, he's great. He's like, hello, my friends. And then he's just like, and this is bull, awesome in his rants, but does great beer reviews too.
Dave.
Thoughts on the flavor, my friend?
I like it, man. I like the...
Wow, that's in depth and to the point.
I was about to say more, but...
Oh, that's okay. Sorry.
Cut me off.
Jimm and Dave care.
It's a sweety, tangy, kind of pungent, kind of strong taste that I like. This isn't just the part-time over-consuming alcoholism part of me in there, but...
I think what Dave's trying to say is, this isn't your father's beer. This is a
my
beer.
My father never gave me beer like this. My dad gave me the $8 case of beer. No, Schmitz.
Schlitz.
That's what he drank. Yeah. It was like, you got the case, it was like $10, and then you returned the case, and you got like $3 back because with all the, returnables, so... Dad was a very thirsty person until it came to his later part of his life when he bought us a big giant boat. And he said, screw you all, I'm going to do what I want.
Okay. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
You're full of stories tonight. I love it.
Full of it.
You're full of stories. Anyway, I love to hear from it. And I have fond memories of Henry, too.
You're welcome.
All right, my thoughts on this flavor.
Beautiful.
I, honestly, with Belgian Tripels, I don't know. Never had a 10 Belgian Triple. So it's very hard for me to grade this. But I think if you like Belgian Tripels, you'll like this. I would buy this beer, which is my highest recommendation. I have to say, I have to do this on the general scale. I think this is... Did you give it a number?
Nope.
I think...
give it 8.5.
Wow. Dun, dun, dun.
I like it.
We may have to review it again if we go down there.
Give me some more alcohol by volume.
The fine gentleman I met at Austin's Beverage last night invited me down to talk to the brewmaster early in the morning where we could do a little sampling down there. And I'm going to ask if I can bring a camera crew because I would love to do something on site. Can you imagine if it's fresh out of the vat? How good that would be? I don't know if that's... Well, it's probably not out of the vat, but maybe they have a tap room. Oh, they do. I know for a fact they do.
It'd be cool.
A restaurant.
It'd be cool.
You know what? I agree with you. 8.5.
There you go.
Fantastic. And if the two of us agree, it is a solid number. If you like Belgian Triples, I give this an 8.5 in the Belgian Triple category. Love it. I would buy it. I recommend it. 2 thumbs up. Yep. And that's not just because I liked the guy last night.
You like the guy.
I liked the guy. Yeah, I drank a beer with the guy and I liked it. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm married, by the way. Totally.
He's been hiding.
Hey, let's go watch some football now. And go out and kill some deer. We do manly stuff here.
No, not my beer.
I like to kill deer. No, I actually never killed a deer.
No,
But I'd be willing to.
Don't mess with my beer.
All right, we're messing. What am I doing? It's going to bounce off. It's going to bounce off.
I know.
Jeez.
Stop that.
This is what gets when your friend gives you a table. Look, oh my God, look, this is a mess over here. You gotta wipe this stuff. Look at cat hair. Puff was here earlier. Sorry, people. So there you have it. It's Jimm and Dave beer review. Dave, why don't you do the disclaimers?
Please do not drink and drive. Please, if you're pregnant, do not drink. If you're in the armed services and you're under the age of
Let's get that
21,
one.
you
Who
can
cares?
drink all you want. Damn it, you're dying for our country.
Yes, to our servicemen, I salute. Salute you.
Don't operate heavy machinery.
Thank you for your service.
That's about all I got.
Well, the reason we do this stuff and we try these different beers is we believe that you should drink good beer
And have a good laugh or two.
with your friends
Yes.
in a very non
way.
that
Yes.
people might think who have said stuff.
Yes.
And by the way, to those of us who have made comments like that, ain't happening. But you think you're funny, but you're not.
Whatever.
Whatever, dude. Dude. Hey now.
Okay.
This is our third beer review. We're starting to have a good time.
You're welcome.
Hey, Manayunk Brewery. Thumbs up, by the way.
I know, people. You're good people.
Absolutely.
You're beautiful, man.
And now we're just killing time.
Well, you can stop now. You can turn it off. It's 11 minutes into it.
Yeah, way too long. We're trying to make these 7 minutes, and somehow we keep going over the 10-minute mark. Maybe, Dave, you can tell some more stories about your father.
Well, when we get to around about 5 minutes, I'm like, yo, we should start drinking beer now. Like, people are like, yo, when are you going to drink the damn beer?
Get it to it.
Get to the damn beer.
the white hand of Saruman. No, sorry.
Damn beer.
Say bye, Dave.
Bye, Dave.